I'm Astitva, and I am a sophomore here at NSUT main campus. My branch is biotechnology, and throughout my time here, I've worked as a content writer for at least 4 societies at a time. And throughout the course of this workshop, I'll try and convey all that I've learned uh, all throughout my journey. And I'm saying journey because it sounds cool and it's too grandiose a term. But it's just a series of hit and trial, and it's just a massive landfill of things that are there in your head, and you just want to convey them. So, is there a possibility that you all have the access to the messages here in Teams, or do you guys have access to your microphones? Because I really want to first know what you guys think of uh, content writing and creative writing. I guess you do, right?
Yes, you have access to both.
Okay. ईशान चिराग, तुम लोग बन गए हो बकरा, ठीक है? अब मेरे को बताओ जरा, what do you guys think of creative writing and content writing? बताओ.
मुझे तो ज्यादा कुछ पता नहीं है क्रिएटिव राइटिंग या कंटेंट राइटिंग के बारे में, बट स्कूल में ना कुछ प्लेस वगैरह लिखे थे मैंने, स्ट्रीट प्लेस वगैरह, और मेरे को बढ़िया लगता है. मतलब अभी जैसे ओपन माइक वगैरह के लिए भी मैंने ये जो मैं अभी ये मीट भी इसीलिए अटेंड कर रहा था क्योंकि मैं ओपन माइक स्टैंड अप वगैरह करना चाहता हूँ.
Okay, ठीक है, fair enough. That's your idea, and I also request कि just for the sake of making it more interactive, अपने अपने cameras on कर लो. This was Chirag, right?
Yes.
अच्छा, Chirag. Throughout my time in school, I've also written a few plays. We can socialize over that. Anyone else? I'm glad to hear of that, Chirag. Anyone else who wants to tell me? You can also tell me about things that you've written. I'll be more than happy to hear them out of you, if even for a short amount of time.
हाँ जी. एक ऐसे गीता महोत्सव एक फेस्टिवल होता है, आई डोंट नो आपने कभी सुना है नहीं, बट मेरे होम टाउन में था, तो सारे स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, तो उसमें हमें करप्शन के ऊपर एक प्ले लिखना था, तो मैंने वो लिखा था. और वैसे स्कूल में अलग भी लिखे हुए हैं, मतलब नॉर्मल यही जो सोशल टॉपिक्स होते हैं इनके ऊपर ही ज्यादा लिखा है, चाहे फेमिनिज्म हो, चाहे वाटर कंजर्वेशन हो, चाहे पोल्यूशन हो, इन सब पे लिखा है मैंने ज्यादातर.
Brilliant, Chirag, brilliant. This was something that I wanted to convey through my writing, and I till date try and convey through my writing. Anyone else? Anyone else? I see Aditya, Ananya, Atishay, Harshit, Ishan, Kamakshi, Kamesh, Kartikeya. Anyone else? It could be as obscure as possible.
Yeah, similar to Chirag, I have.
कोई ना. हाँ, बताओ.
Similar to Chirag, I have also.
Sorry, one second. Sorry to interrupt. Ishan, can you open your mic and tell? It will be more interactive. Open your camera, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can keep them open throughout the course of this meeting also. It goes for everyone.
Yeah. So I've also written few plays for my class performances, and I've also participated in a competition, inter-school competition, for an play sort of thing only, technology related play.
Okay, that's great to hear of, Ishan. Anyone else? This would be just my last piece of inquiry.
Yes, sir. I am Kartikeya, and I am in 3 and 4 societies, and basically work for the content writing. And also for the one society called Assamese, I have written a few, 1 or 2 plays.
Brilliant, Kartikeya. Brilliant. So I think throughout this particular bit, I've seen that people here are slightly towards the social aspect of writing, and this was something that I also look after. I'll get into what I have learned throughout my stint as a content writer, and perhaps help you guys through that, help you all through that. I started off in ECell. That was my first society, and throughout ECell I appeared for ECell only because मेरी क्लास के सारे लोग जा रहे थे और मैंने एप्लीकेशन डेट मिस कर दी थी, और वहाँ पे जाके मैंने बोल दिया कि हाँ मेरे को क्रिएटिव राइटिंग करनी है. मैंने कर रखी थी पहले, बट जस्ट बिकॉज उन सब लोग वो लोग जा रहे थे तो मैं भी चला गया. एंड दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट bout with content writing here at NSUT. And thereon, it started with like a very basic activity. Ki, what does eCell's logo convey to you? And it grew thereon. And my whole idea of writing has been somewhat shaped by my family members, because one of them is a journalist, and my inclination towards that side of things sort of drove me to always address what was happening around me. Even if I was supposed to write for one thing, I would not forget to address a widespread issue of disparity or parity. For instance, if I was writing about Holi, and throughout and around that time there was the COVID pandemic, or you rewind your clocks back for say 2 years, there were riots in Delhi at the time of Gandhi Jayanti. So, not to convey any sort of politics or any sort of leaning, just to address what was happening, just to address that there's a massive state of unrest. Writing evolved for me from there. And I think I till date, even if I have to write for ShakesJeer, and again, one thing, if anyone wants to ask me beach mein kahin pe bhi kuch bhi, I'll be more than happy to answer that. Even if I have to write for ShakesJeer, something that's really light-hearted, something that should attract all of you to come to this session. It should not be something that's addressing the pandemic right there in front of you. It should help you all at least understand that what we'll be covering here would, it's quite meta actually. I'm talking about the message, you know, but it should be able to garner that attention, but at the same time address what's happening at a broader issue, at a broader scale.